Hey you, so on this pickup titled Trading Kilos for Ounces, what I've got here is the aftermath of one of my trades that I've done, trading in a lot more of my heavier coins as I described and discussed in my last video, and trading them in for more desirable, more manageable and more liquid sizes also. So here's the end result here, so I'll give an overview in a second. So what eventually ended getting traded out was a lot of my heavier coins, and on this specific transaction the 5 kg art coins that I had went, so both of those went. I'm going to leave a video at the end of this to the coins that went. These are the 2 ounce, and on my what video was it now, full stack kilo coins, if you've seen that video, I've got a lot of the red shelled proof horses, so a lot of those also went on this transaction. So I believe I sent out the 2 5 kg coins and 5 of the kilo proof horses. So in total, I believe that was around, off the top of my head, 512 ounces. So on this actual transaction, I came out shorter on the ounce count, but I'll break down why in the long run I actually done a lot better. So here's a quick overview. So as you can see, what I ended up getting in was the 2008 Kookaburra coin. I'll break down why I went for these, and this actually spurred on the revamp. As looking at these and what I currently had, I knew these would be a better game plan in the end. So that's the overview of all the coins there. So where was I? Breaking these down, jumping to that point there, I ended up trading out for these coins here, as I think these would be a lot more liquid for me and a lot more Brexit proof. So looking at this one here, these are sealed rolls also. It was the first time since I've been stacking I've seen this motif come up for sale in this quantity, and I'll show you how much I got these for in a sec. So this is a very, very liquid coin. It's one of the strongest, if not the strongest motif currently in the Kookaburra range, and it was a no-brainer really to cash out and trade out those coins for these. So as I was saying, I did end up getting less ounces, but in the long run I won personally, as the art coins, as I've mentioned before, would be somewhat like where are we, generic to me, even though they're not generic just by their pricing. I mean, in Europe, most recognized government minted coins, they have the best premiums. So picking those up around the time I got them at about £11.60 an ounce. So selling now, this transaction happened about a month ago now, it was on a high, just off the spot increase alone, as the art coins, the larger the coin, the smaller the premiums, and they don't go the other way around like perf on the 10 kg coins. The premiums were very low, so I was able to sell and make a very handsome profit. And obviously, as they've got a little bit of a collector numismatic edge to them, also gained there. So those went out, and the proof lunar horses also went out. It was their time to go. I mean, looking at my stack now, any kilos I have, and I'm going to put the video on at the end, that I can make a handsome profit on now, I'm liquidating, as you really got to take full advantage of the opportunity. It just, a flip went and it was time to just clean up house. So as you all know, I'm just making my stack a lot more Brexit proof. So those went out, I got a handsome profit on those, and then I decided to trade them all in for these here. So I know these coins are a lot more liquid and a lot more better to have in a stack, and a lot more desirable. Fun fact, a lot of collectors do like this coin, and as we know, but it being on a matte finish also really helps to it, and just the fact that it's on a matte finish means it does a much matte satin, does a much better job at hiding any imperfections that might come about on the coin, so i.e. milk spots. So anything like the 2016 Monkeys, also a nice pick if it was to be a winner at a later date, it being on a matte finish. So if you was to sell or hold on to only on the reverse, and it's not more proof like, but if you do get any kind of milk spot anywhere on the proof like area, is a nightmare scenario, as they really show real easy. Whereas on the satin finish, or satin finish coins in general, all the hard silver finishes are a lot harder to show up. So that's another little added bonus. So these really do sell for a fantastic premium. A lot of dealers that do great deals still add the heavy premium on these. So finding them and seeing them at such a great price really spurred on a move. So I ended up picking these up. The prices were very handsome. I got them for we can look in on that. So on the 1 ounce I got about 28 euros, and the 2 ounces 75 euros. So give or take, where are we on dollars? That's around $80. Pounds, 65 pounds sterling. So $80 for these each. I picked up 44 of these and 60 pounds, 65 pounds. And on the 1 ounce is 24. And yeah, it's going to be 24 pound and around $30. So real good prices. I mean, a lot of people like to pick up older dates, especially if it's cheaper than the current date, but I mainly focus more on, and rightfully so, a lot of people do, on more key dates. I mean, it's real hard to pick which one's going to be a key date, but when you have a key date that's been out for 7 or 9 years old, like these coins, and then you can find them for a much cheaper price, or as cheap as any current coin, it's what I personally really want to be doing, and that's what I've done here. So with that in mind, and that game plan, I'll tell you what I'm sharing is caring. What I'm currently looking for this was on my hit list, which I'm hunting for, and the 2002 also. So, you know, sharing's caring. If I was to come across a load of 2002, the same type of deal, 2 ounces, 1 ounces, I'd be spurged to really go in and try and aggressively purchase them, as I've done here. So that's a coin to be looking out for anybody else interested, as those two do the best. From just conversating with a load of dealers and just collectors, any poll will tell you the 2008 and the 2002. So this is the end results from my trade in kilos for ounces. This is just the first. I mean, I've traded out on this transaction, as I mentioned, I've got less ounces, but I think in the long run I'm going to make a lot more money squeezing these out on the secondary market, or even to another dealer, as these carry such a high premium and are appreciating very well. When you're talking best coins in the Kookaburra range, you're going to be looking at the 2008 first, and then the 2002, 2009. I mean, everybody's going to have their own favorite, but just from a general large perspective, most collectors prefer this motif the most. Any poll will tell you that. So it'll be really interesting to know what you think. Are you also doing a clear up? What are you looking for? Is it more bulk? On this one here, I went for more of the collector investment perspective. On the next one, I do intend to also a large number, or a large amount. I just saw the 10 kg coins gone now, so when I get the results back from that, that's going to be a lot more weight. So I'm still going to make up for the weight that I lost from the last time, in that when the 10 kg results come back in for the 10 kg and what I've got, I will be also making a stronger coin, but also adding more weight. So I'm balancing out what I'm getting back between what I'm pushing out, but also not taking no losses, and just making my stack a lot more Brexit proof. So it'll be real interesting to find out what you guys think of the 2008, and if you're doing anything in terms of revamping your stack also. So hate or love it, guys. I'd love to know what you guys think. Be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you ain't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.